Hello, my name is Brucey, and I've been off-roading my Subaru for several years now. I wanted to put together a video to help others interested in doing the same thing, so I did. Number one. The number one thing you need to bring with you when you go off-road is friends. No matter the vehicle you have, it's always safer to have a second vehicle. Going off-road is inherently more dangerous than just driving to work, so things can get ugly fast. So don't go alone and bring another vehicle. There are a lot of things that can go wrong and will leave you stranded. A tie rod could break, your engine could overheat, you could throw a rod, you could bust an oil pan, you could have multiple flat tires, and that's going to happen in the middle of nowhere with no cell phone reception. This is solved by having a friend with an accomplished past in long-distance marathon running, or, more likely, another vehicle. You'll also want to have a way to talk to them in the other vehicle. Radios work great here.
Communication. These are my old radios. These are some old GMRS. These are some old FRS. There is a CB setup here. Oh, there it is. Cobra CB. I've since switched to these Baofengs.
Frequency mode.
Which are a little weird to get used to, but they do work great. Unfortunately, I don't think you can buy these in the U.S. anymore, but if you're outside the U.S., totally recommend these. These are great. These are cheap. These are powerful. These are clear. Any sort of communication is good. You're going to want not just a way to talk to your friends, but you're going to want to have friends to talk to.
Number two.
It's going to be a spare tire. Ooh, ooh, oh, up. So this is a full-size matching spare tire. If you notice, same size, same wheel, same tread. If you're going to use the factory jack, that's fine. It is what it's designed to do. Make sure it's all there. There are better jacks out there, but I don't know how many of them are going to be compatible with Subaru. Any other owners are going to have a much easier time. With the Subaru, make sure the jack will actually lift the wheel off the ground. Let me demonstrate. So as you can see, my jack is nearly maxed out, and it just now has made contact with the bottom of the car. That's because I've got a 2-inch lift, and then these tires are about 1 inch taller, so it's actually 3 inches taller than it is from the factory, and that's a big factor for a little jack like that. So as you can see here, the jack is maxed out, and my tire is still on the ground. Now this is on concrete. Imagine if this was a soft surface, soft mud, sand. There is an easy solution for those of you that want to use the factory jack. You can buy a faceplate that lifts it up and gives it a wider base, or use this advanced piece of West Virginia engineering known as some scrap wood. You could use anything, 2x4, 4x4, whatever. This is some spare 3/4 inch ply that I had, so assuming each one of those is actually 3/4, this is actually 3 inch by I think 6 inch, 5 inch block. It also is a much wider surface area, so softer dirt, sand, mud should be better than that little area. And more importantly, you can actually remove the wheel, and you've even got the wheel is off the ground there, but you've even got a good bit of space left on the jack. So there's actually 3 issues with the modern Subaru and carrying a full-size spare like this. The first problem is it doesn't have anywhere to fit. Remember me doing the dramatic infomercial reenactment? That's why. I've seen guys mount the spare tire in a basket up here or in a box. The box is probably going to help aerodynamics a lot more than the basket, although neither one is great. I've also seen them use the hitch right there, and they'll have a carrier come out and hold it. I like to store my spare tire right there. If you don't have passengers in the rear, or even if you only have one, this works great. If you have dogs, they can still get in there. This also leaves the entire rear open for storage, as well as underneath to store all kinds of things. The other issue is Subaru tire pressure monitoring systems. They're attached here on the valve system. They don't actually allow 5 wheels to be programmed in. So if you do a 5-tire swap, you'll get a light on, or it'll show that the pressure is not correct. The last issue with the spare tire on a Subaru is Subaru recommends the tread depth match on all 4 wheels. Subaru recommends the tread depth match. So this spare tire right now is at 12/32. Now what do you think this rear tire is at? I'm actually 5/32 off between these 2 tires, and Subaru does not recommend that. I'm going to do it anyway. To recap everything here, have a spare wheel and tire, have a jack capable of getting the wheel off, and have a way of removing these lug nuts. Also, yes, this all counts as one item for the sake of this video. Number 3. Next up is a recovery strap. Make sure to get one that doesn't have hooks. These are just loops, so there's no weight on it. This is actually an ARB recovery strap, so this is actually a kinetic strap. It actually stretches, so you can actually have more energy. I haven't used this a lot on account of the winch that I've installed, but it's still a good idea because my winch isn't going to help someone out necessarily. Have a way to attach it. These are the factory eye bolts that come from Subaru. What you do with these is you pry off a little panel either on the front or rear, this little thing. You can use, I don't think I can use my nails. You'll need a knife or a screwdriver to open that up, and then you can thread it in. There's also one on the rear right here. You can actually see the tab easier this way. I've added this shackle to make it easier, but I haven't actually used it much. I actually think soft shackles again would be better here. But these are 20 millimeter. So I'll put on the screen what the weight they're rated for. Oh wait. Working load limit 6.5 tons. I'd say that's pretty good on a 2-ton car, but still, I like the idea of soft shackles. With the recovery strap, do not attach it to the hitch. I've seen lots of guys do this and pull. Don't do that. Obviously, I didn't have the pin in. Don't do that. Instead, ditch this all together. Then use the pin instead. This pin is actually made for this force. This is much safer.
Number 4.
Next thing you really should be bringing with you are tools. Oh yeah. Make sure you have some of these. These are the true rednecks duct tape. Duct tape is for posers. But, I mean, that's a good bit of tools to fix minor repairs on the trail. Some things you might need. I like to keep them in these little loops just to keep them from all burying in themselves. Keep an extension and a socket. I know these are 3/8. I also did something weird here, and I ground down the end of the socket handle so that I can actually use an extension as leverage. So it's a built-in cheater bar essentially. I actually used just this right here and changed somebody's starter in a parking lot last year. So also this oil, I'm sorry about that. That's for the deep fryer right there. That's a deep fryer, not a keg. Keep a few things on hand to fix simple fixes. I know some guys carry whole axles if they break a lot of axles. I've actually never broken an axle on this car. Don't want to jinx it, but I've had pretty good luck. A few spare parts, spare oil in that thing. You can get really crazy here. As you can see, I like to keep it pretty light. I also like to carry a sawzall, a couple extra blades. This is a battery sawzall, and it actually shares a battery with my chainsaw. What I do to carry the chainsaw is I'll actually take the bar off. This is going to be a much easier package to stow. All you got is a bow saw? That's okay. I don't know if it'll be enough for this. but you could do it, depending on how ambitious you are. Plan for the worst. Keep some tools on to fix the car. Keep some tools on to fix the trail. Some trash bags are a good idea too if you want to clean up. Always leave it better than you came. And like I said, be ready. I've never ran into a tree this big on the trail blocking the path. The one that was blocking the path was about half this size, so if I had this saw at the time, we could have kept on, but that whole trip had to be canceled because of one fallen tree. So be prepared.
Number 5. So what is the most important thing you need to bring with you when you go off-road? That's easy. Your brain. Common sense. This means a couple things. Know your limits, know your vehicle limits, have a good spotter you can trust. Here's an example of my friend off-roading and using his brain.
That pipe, you might be pretty close going over. Yeah, I'm not going over that.
It's the breakdown, I think, is what we're getting.
If you angled it a little bit, you might be alright.
You're clear. Keep going.
I've had enough of this. No, I don't think it'll break over. It'll kill. Yeah, because after that plate drop off. Good, you're not sitting on the back of anything. Keep it straight.
Now here is a clip of me not using my brain.
Oh, are you going?
Who let these dang kids on the radio?
Hey, your flap is gonna hit. Well, that side's down, this side's not, so
There's the flap.
all you have to do,
You
your suspension just needs to unload right there, and then I think you'll be good. I don't know what that was. It's so close.
It's like on the ground.
It's self-clearancing. You're over. I didn't bring any D-rings. That's okay. Can you put my ball on there? No. No. Well, just to get them off. No, you never fold the ball.
Oh, shackles. Don't you call that D-ring?
I would never even try that. I'm too long.
Yep.
Always getting us in a pickle.
Yeah. Ooh, do we want to rock that? Okay. You're...
So yeah, get out there and explore. Enjoy yourself, but be smart and be safe. But before you click the next video, there's one more thing I want you to do before you go. If you think of anything important I missed here that could help others that watch this video, leave it in the comments. Let others know. It could help them. It could help you. Until next time, thanks for watching.